Hey, happy readers! Welcome to Children's Books, read aloud by Happy Cultivated. Even Higher, a Rosh Hashanah story by I.L. Peretz, adapted by Eric A. Kimmel, illustrated by Jill Weber. Click that subscribe button for more children's books. Where did the Rabbi go? Every year, during the days before Rosh Hashanah, the Rabbi of Nemirov disappeared. He wasn't in his house. He wasn't in the synagogue. He wasn't in the market. Where was he? The people of Nemirov thought they knew. They were certain that the Rabbi went to heaven. Where else would he go? Everyone knew that on Rosh Hashanah, God opens the book of life and decides the fate of every living soul for the coming year. On Rosh Hashanah, it is written, and on Yom Kippur, it is sealed. Who will be raised up, and who will be brought low? Who will rest in one place, and who will wander? Prayer, charity, and repentance could save a soul from misfortune. But there were so many souls in need of forgiveness, and so little time for their prayers to be heard and their good deeds to be recorded. So, of course, the Rabbi went to heaven to beg and plead with God to forgive each soul. And God listened, because the Rabbi of Nemirov was a great and holy man. Now it happened that a Lipvac came to town. A Lipvac is what we call a person from Lithuania. But the word means more than that. It means a scoffer, a doubter, one who does not believe in miracles. This Lipvac was a true Lipvac, a complete skeptic. You mustn't think he was not religious. No, he was a pious man and a learned one. But whenever someone in town talked about a miracle he had seen with his own eyes, this Lipvac would quote from the writings of 10 famous rabbis, proving that it could not happen. So naturally, when the people of Nemirov talked about their rabbi going to heaven, the Lipvac refused to believe it. The Bible teaches that only Enoch and Elijah went to heaven in their lifetimes. Are you saying that your rabbi is as great as Elijah? Scoffer! All we know is that our rabbi goes to heaven before Rosh Hashanah. If he doesn't, where else does he go? He doesn't go to heaven, the Lipvac insisted. As Rosh Hashanah approached, the Lipvac made plans to uncover the rabbi's secret. He sneaked into the rabbi's house and hid beneath his bed. He told himself, "Wherever the rabbi goes, I will follow." He lay beneath the rabbi's bed all night. Never had he heard such sighs, such groans. It was as if the rabbi were carrying all the sins of the world on his shoulders. The Lipvac trembled, but he stayed where he was. 2 hours before dawn, the rabbi got up. He washed, said his morning prayers, then went to his closet. The Lipvac watched as the rabbi put on the rough, homespun clothes of a peasant. A linen blouse and trousers, tall boots, a wide leather belt, a long woolen coat, and a greasy sheepskin cap. The rabbi tied a rope around his waist and walked out the door. The Lipvac followed, stepping quietly on tiptoes. He watched the rabbi pick up a hatchet lying beside the woodpile and followed him through the silent streets of the sleeping town, all the way to the forest. "Wherever he's going, it isn't heaven," the Lipvac sneered. The rabbi walked to a part of the forest where several trees had blown over in a windstorm. The wood was dry, well seasoned. As the Lipvac watched, the rabbi chopped off the larger branches, splitting them into firewood and kindling. He tied the wood together and hoisted the heavy bundle onto his back. Is he going to sell wood in the marketplace? The Lipvac wondered as he followed the rabbi back to town. The rabbi turned down a crooked alley filled with trash and sewage. Rags stuffed the holes in the broken window panes. The crumbling houses leaned together in misery. The Lipvac hesitated. Why was the rabbi here? The rabbi stopped before a wretched shack. He knocked on the door. A weak voice inside groaned. "Who's there?" "Hey, old girl, who do you think it is? It's your pal Vasily, the woodcutter. I got some prime wood for you. It'll burn like the devil in your stove." The Lipvac was shocked. How could a rabbi, a holy man, talk in such a crude manner? "Go away," said the person inside. "How can I buy any wood? I'm old. I'm sick. I don't have any money." The rabbi pushed open the door. The Lipvac looked through the window. He saw an ancient woman, thin as a stick of kindling, lying on the floor. "Of course you're sick, Grandma," the rabbi said, dropping his bundle. "This house is freezing. Get a good fire going and you'll feel better. Look, I got stove wood and kindling. Only 6 kopecks for the bundle. Don't tell me you don't have that." "I don't." "So, you'll pay me later. Don't you think that mighty, powerful God you pray to can't somehow come up with 6 crummy pennies to help a poor old woman buy firewood?" "All right, leave the wood. But how am I going to light it? I'm too sick to get out of bed." "Silly girl, I'll light you such a fire. You'll jump up and dance." As the Lipvac watched, the rabbi arranged the wood and the kindling in the stove. He struck a match and sang in a low, sad tone. "Let's go, buddies, up the road. There's a tavern waiting." As the flames rose and the kindling caught fire, he sang in a louder voice. "Light a fire on the stove. All our pals are singing." The wood began to crackle. Heat filled the room. Sparks rose from the stove to float in the air like dancing balls of light. And Vasily the woodcutter, who was really the rabbi of Nemirov, pulled the old woman from her pallet on the floor and whirled her around in a circle. Together they began to sing and dance. "Fetch a bottle, bring a glass, life is well worth living." The Lipvac did not wait to see more. He ran through the streets until he reached his room. There he remained for 3 days. The Lipvac became a follower of the Rabbi of Nemirov that Rosh Hashanah. He remained one for the rest of his life. Never again did he scoff at miracles, and whenever he heard someone say that on the days before Rosh Hashanah the Rabbi of Nemirov flew up to heaven, he would nod his head and add in a quiet voice, "Who knows? Maybe even higher." Thanks for reading with Happy Cultivated. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Click the bell next to the subscribe button to be notified when we post new books. Thanks for watching. Happy reading!